Joining us back again. All right, I took the hamburger. You saw the intro part. Now we'll do some of the meat of this whole thing. We've got all of this hamburger. It's beautiful. Make sure that it's salted with the Sassy Original, and you want to make sure you can taste it. You want this as one of your flavor layers. What we're going to do is I took the onions. You can see if I bring them over here in front of Mom's face. We got the white onions, we got the red onions, and don't think that this is too much food to put in here because this is basically, well, I say it's a hamburger soup, but it's kind of like a stuffed pepper soup. Let's say that. Repurposed, cut around. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour that all in there. You don't want to miss any of that. We got bees flying everywhere here. And this is going. I'm going to bring this up to the camera so you can see it before it gets too hot. I can't hold it. Here's what you want to have, guys. You see how beautiful that is? You're just about 1/3 of the way up as far as you are with the peppers and all and the onions. You want all that. That's all going to cook down. That's your flavor.
How many quarts in that pan?
I don't know how many.
I think it's a 6 quart.
Is it? I don't know. I never really thought about it.
It's either 5 or 6 quarts, so that gives you an idea of how much.
Well, they're pretty big. It's like a crock pot kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So what we have here, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to saute these up for you and not waste your time. I will pause you on this. Now we'll stay in one show to the end of this whole entire thing. I just wanted to give you an intro separately in case you know, so you knew what was coming down the road, because later on we're going to do the show with the kids and the hot dogs. So what we're going to do, we still need to add rice. We still need to add our diced peppers. So what I want you to do now at this point is get your mushrooms together. You got baby bellas. I buy them sliced. I'm at a campground. I'm not going to work on and do all that extra work. And sometimes you can't get them because you're in small little towns. Get that, because once this is sauteed, I'm going to throw it back in this bowl. And then when we come back again from the pause, because it's all going to be one show, so you're not going to have to go to a different one. And then we're going to take these and we're going to saute these in some butter and some white wine, and that's what we're going to do. And then once, because that way we have everything layered. Another tip while you're sauteing this stuff, once it's all sauteed and it looks like it's ready to be pulled, that is when you want to add, I would say, to what we have there for the Sassy Simple season. This is just for the campground, so let's say I'm going to jump the gun for you here so you know how much. Normally I wouldn't add it now. You want to add it at the end. But here's about how much of this Sassy Simple you're going to want to add. So watch me. Blah, 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 blah.
Yay.
That's what you want on it. Now I'm not going to flip these now, because otherwise what happens is you lose all your moisture on your onions and everything. I mean, you want to sweat stuff down in some instances. In this case, it won't really matter, but that's how much you want to do. I'm going to pause us up here, and then we can pull these and get the mushrooms in. I like to do it all separately because the mushrooms are the only thing that get the white wine sauce on them. So, or the white wine and the butter. So that puts us about where we are. This dish, actually, it may appear to be longer because I'm explaining it to you, but you should be able to put this together in about 15-20 minutes.
How much butter do you put in that?
Butter?
Yeah.
When I do the mushrooms?
Well, how much? You just...
There's no butter in here.
Oh, there isn't any butter.
The butter will go in the mushrooms, but I don't... All right, let me come back and explain that. Mushrooms will absorb everything that you have. So when the mushrooms go in separately now in a minute, I put them in with the white wine.
Okay.
And then once they've absorbed all the white wine, then you can add the butter for flavor. And then we have another spice we're going to add to that, because we have 5 of them in the collection.
Because you're trying to layer the flavor.
We're layering the flavor, and that's how you want to do it, at home. And I don't care, even while we're here, I can't compromise, you know, the flavor.
Yeah.
I want to do it. I still want to do it the same way. All right, so we'll be back in just a couple of moments. Mom, wave. All right, we'll be right back, gang. We're pausing.
Exactly 15 minutes.
I'm looking to see if we're back on. I'm not sure. Are we back on? We're back on. We have. Say hi. You're on TV.
I want to talk to you about that.
Okay, they're talking. Say hi. Wave. What are you doing? You're on TV now.
Hi. Have a nice day.
She was just cutting up green peppers too.
Stopping.
Thanks, hon. We'll stop down and see you in a little bit. Okay, here's what we got right now. We've turned around and we have done all of these peppers. You see how far this goes down? It's not that high. Okay, so you're basically cutting it about in half of what you got. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to turn this back on again. And I'm going to select the saute and we're going to start it. It's still hot because I didn't stop anything. The trick of the mushrooms is to make sure, oh, and I forgot to tell you, that's all family. This is our yearly camping thing with all of our family. All these guys are all family. And we are in Cassopolis, Michigan at the Cassopolis Fairgrounds. And it is absolutely beautiful here. And today is gorgeous. Mom, it was supposed to rain.
I know it was.
What do you want to say?
Well, I was just going to mention that we should let her explain it.
Oh, yeah. Well, she was kind of in a hurry.
Yeah.
But we'll see her in a little bit. We got people stopping by all the time.
Yeah.
Even though we're trying to keep this as tight as we can because we need to at least not tie you guys up too long. But here's your bella mushrooms. In they go. Have a good time.
What's the weight on those?
What's the what?
What's the weight? How many ounces?
I don't know. Look at it. You got your glasses on. What the heck you want expecting me to do it for? I'm already cooking.
8 ounces.
8 ounces. All right. Nothing in there. Presto. No, I'm kidding. And this is my favorite part. Available, affordable, and add alcohol. Meat's available. These vegetables, because it's summer, is available. Mushrooms are available. Everything's available. And the wine is available.
Oh, great.
Let's just keep putting it in because we want to have a lot of it. Because that's how it goes.
How much? You putting a quart in there?
Well, that's my choice. Why would you want to use water? What flavor does
water in mine.
all right, first of all, what flavor does water have in it? There you go. That was the answer.
Maybe I don't want wine flavor.
Oh, yes, you do. When these mushrooms start coming up, you bet your life you do.
What are you going to do? Well, you just boil the mushrooms in the thing. You don't even saute them.
Once they absorb the water, there won't be anything in there anymore.
That isn't going to absorb a half a quart of wine.
Really?
It'll evaporate, but it won't absorb.
My mother's looking for a new place to live, and she would like to come and live in your home. And she would like to come there tomorrow, and I will drop her off. And it doesn't matter whether or not it's all the way to California.
It's my magic touch.
Yeah, we'll go ahead
Now
and play
it'll
with the
taste.
mushrooms.
Now it'll taste better. Where would you like the wooden spoon, Madame? I'll go sit down.
That's
No.
where I would like that wooden spoon. Bees are everywhere. So, well,
I know why you're doing it. Why you have so much. Okay. They're not going to absorb it. The rice is going to absorb it. Or do we get another half a quart?
No, I'm going to do water and bouillon yet.
Wonderful. Okay. I'll wait for this.
Okay,
Wait for this.
back to where we were. Let me explain to you. When I put these, we sauteed up the vegetables, I did not put any more oil in. It didn't need it. These will sweat out on their own, and they're beautiful. So now let's recap. So you did your hamburger, you sauteed it, you put the sassy original in it. Great. You did 3 green peppers and 2 red peppers, 1 white onion, 1 red onion. You sauteed it, and you used the sassy simple, like I told you. This now is boiling and absorbing everything that it can. And that's what you want, because everything now is just going to be piled back into here. And it's a waiting game as well. And so what I might do is I'll let that absorb up, and then when I get ready to add the butter in and the bouillon, we'll come right back and we'll go at that point. Is there anything you want to say?
No, I said it all.
You look like that thing from Big Trouble in Little China.
I am.
That thing that threw out all the electrical lightning bolts. Doesn't she look like that? She looks like that. She looks like that character. He wore a hat just like that.
It was a coolie hat.
He didn't wear a coolie hat, Mom. He wore your hat.
I'm wearing his hat. I purchased it.
We'll be right back because this is just beautiful air and beautiful stuff. All right, Mom, we're back on. Mommy! Okay, in between all the bees, because that's what happens with cooking. Come on, guys. Out of here, out of here, out of here. Out, 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 out. All right, what we're going to do now is the mushrooms. I can't pick them up, but they're simmering in a small little bit of liquid. You can see how that is. They're ready to go. I'm going to take probably a third of a thing of butter and add that in there because you're going to want that. I'm going to leave for a second so these bees aren't after the butter on top of everything else they're after. I think they all told their buddies. They told their buddies. Okay, so I'm melting the butter into the mushroom. On top of that now, check for your bees. And you want to add all of your vegetables in there. The ones that you sauteed. Then you want to get the bees out of there so you don't throw any bees. Hey, guy, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And now we're going to add the meat in there. And then we'll move this over here so the bees seem to think that that's where they want to go. Perfect. We're going to move them over here to the other table. So if you're camping, take your dishes and move them over there. Over there, guys. Yep, no. Okay, so we're going to do this here. Turn that back on. I think what I'm going to set this on now, Mom, is I'm going to set it on, I don't know. I think I'll set it on bake. Because that'll go for an hour, and that puts you in the perfect spot. And that's running at just about 320 degrees. Come on.
For an hour?
Yeah, just about an hour, because you're going to want to... Come on, guys.
You put your meat in there, but you know what?
I put the meat and everything in there, though, right now.
I take exception to that, only because it dries the meat out.
Well, I only have it for an hour. It's going to take that long for that stuff to boil up on all of there. Okay, so what we've got here, I'm going to put that lid on, and let's try and get rid of some of these bees. We got bees, guys. We got bees. And now they can't find anything outside of this right here. So we're going to back off for a minute till they find... Oh, there they go. They're going over to the bowl. I think we got the whole nest. They're not going to sting you. They're not going to bother you. You really just kind of got to...
When you get too many, it's...
Hold my cup, Mom. Yeah, they're starting to go down now. But you need to see all of this because if you're going to be camping outside... And we're in their area. Okay, they're all going over there. They're finding where they got to go. That's beautiful. That's perfect. They're out of here, and then we'll keep filming, of course. All right. So we have this on now at 320 degrees. I'm going to stir it around. It's going to look beautiful like that. Hold the spoon, Mom. You're not doing anything else today. Alright, so what we have here is probably why these guys are still hanging and lingering. Oh, darn it. Stop. Alright. Diced tomatoes. Incoming. Come on, guys. Here you go. Here's some diced tomatoes right over there. Oh, they're all going over there, Mom, because there's no food now. 2 cans diced tomatoes.
How big are the cans?
They are
28 ounces, probably.
28 ounces, Mom.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they are.
2 28-ounce cans of what? Were they diced? Were they flavored?
They were Hunt's diced, just regular. No. You got something on your lip. Oh, you got it. Okay. Yeah, no, that's all that there is on there. All right, we're losing all the bees because now there's no home for them. We put the wine in. We don't need any more wine because we had plenty of wine with the mushrooms. So we'll put this back in the house, and the bees have now thought they hate us because there's nothing left for them. All right, so what I still want to do, and if there wasn't so many bees, I would have added to the mushrooms the Sassy Spicy Hot. At this point, guess what? It's going up here. And you want wah, 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 wah. And my mother's going to have a fit about that, but make sure there's no bees back in there.
It's very difficult to tell how much you put in. It would be nice if there was...
They got to do it for their own flavor, Mom. You're just an old-fashioned cook who measures everything.
Well,
and I like that about you, but...
camping who are older people in the same boat I am.
Throw the crap in there. You can't go wrong with it. That's why we made the spices, Mom, because they're foolproof. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to add some chicken bouillon. I'll take my spoon back. Thank you, Mommy. And here we go.